we could get to our bets of the week. There's only 2 games. But Carl, you seem to have settled on a formula. You want to give us your best bet this week?
What makes you think I've settled on a formula? I got smoked last week. I lost all 5 bets last week.
You've got the Bunnies Storm Grand Final ticket in your pocket.
I do, yes. And
you took that at 250. It's now 230, Carl. I just had a look. So you've done well.
Double
win
down.
already. Win already, mate.
I'm up.
Yeah.
I might have to cash out and go again. Never cash out, punters. Never cash out. Best bet this week. We're at Bunnies minus 1.5 at $1.90. I do not see it coming down to a field goal. I think there might be a few points in this game, and we might get to that shortly. But I like the Rabbitohs minus 1.5 $1.90.
Fisky?
Yeah, I'm also going to go with that game. I like Melbourne a lot, and I think the market's now moved to the price. I think it opened at $1.50 and it's now $1.33, and that's kind of where I think it should be. So unless you got on early, the value's gone. But I noticed South also opened at $1.90 and they're into $1.75. I think they'll continue to shorten. So I'm going to just take South to the head-to-head as my best. I think this will jump $1.65 or so. I think the closer you get to the game, people realise it's such a safe bet being on this side in a big game. So South Sydney 175 is my best bet.
Yep.
Blakey?
I'm in the South game as well. I've gone on the margin side of things. Either team 1 to 12, $1.60. I think, like I said, I think it's going to come down to a field goal. I think my bet rests on DCE or Reynolds, both great field goal kickers. Maybe Reno from 40 out gets it home by 2, but 112 either team, $1.60. You like that one, Carl? 2 points.
We can all win that one. I like that.
I'm just jumping on the Bunnies as well, $1.75. Bennett, he'll get the best out of them, and that week off, I think is critical for the Bunnies as well. So $1.75 on the Bunnies to win. Your best multi-anchor, Cal?
Storm, head-to-head, $1.33. Don't really need to say anything else.
Is it $1.33?
Yeah. Well, it isn't my piece of paper here.
Oh, right. Okay. All righty.
Yep.
Fisky?
Yeah, I think it's actually $1.31. Yeah, I've just checked. It was $1.33. I think it's just shortened since we've gone to air, Carl.
I got the price.
Our bookies never stop. And I'm also going to go Melbourne Storm at $1.31.
Let's make it all 3. Come on, Paulie,
Okay.
make it 4.
We'll make it 4. Storm 131 head-to-head.
We've just cursed
this
the
has
Bunnies
never worked
and
well.
Storm. We've just cursed them both.
This has never worked well on the advantage line. Give us a roughie, Cal.
Roughie. Melbourne 13 to 18. It's $6.50. I have some stats somewhere to back this up. Melbourne have beaten Penrith by 13 or more 11 times, 8 or more 12 times, whereas Penrith, I don't think, have ever beaten Melbourne 13 plus or 8 plus. It's always been if Penrith win, it's a tight game. If Melbourne win, it blows out.
Yeah, they've got a history of these big prelim final wins, and generally it's at home in Melbourne. But the way the Storm play in Queensland, Lang Park it's a home game.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned, and they've got a history of it. Big prelim wins.
Yeah. Melbourne 13 to 18 at $6.50.
Where are we going, Blake? Where are we going?
Well, I've got no stats, and it sort of craps on my bet, the stats. But, like I said, punters, I've got a feeling this week, all right? So stick with me. I've got Souths 1 to 12 into Melbourne 1 to 12. Only the 2 games. I think both games are going to be tight. Souths 1 to 12 into Melbourne 1 to 12, $8.64 multi. So not too bad. I've got a feeling, punters. Stay with me. The gut.
I'm going to stay in the Bunnies game, and I'm going to take the head-to-head total points double I'm going to take the South Sydney Rabbitohs to win and under 42.5 points at $3.60. Yeah, I don't see a lot of points in this game. I think the Rabbitohs just tie the Seagulls up for the full 80 minutes and just come out on top. So Rabbitohs to win under 42.5 points at 360, which brings us to a total.
What about
I'll give you my one.
Sorry.
That's all right. I do like the Melbourne by a big margin, but I'm going to do something slightly with the total points. So I'm going to have a different value bet. I'm going to go with Leeds Rhinos in the Super League. So it's a bit of a segue here. Leeds Rhinos are 235 to win at Wigan. And the two teams of the week off are St Helens and Catalan Dragons. We know we've got a few listeners that love Super League, so that's where we are at that stage of the season. And a big shout out to one of the Kiwis' favourites, Mason Lino, who knocked over his 35th consecutive goal last weekend to break the Super League and NRL record. At top level rugby league consecutive goals, Mason Lino is now the record holder.
Former Warrior, Cal.
I'm aware of that. Another former Warrior also had that record. I think Michael Witt had it for a while.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a segue. I did want to touch on Super League to say where they are at this stage. Warrington hosting Hull KR, Wigan hosting Leeds. My value bet being Leeds at 235.
I like that bet, mate. Wigan haven't been too impressive this year under Adrian Liam. So Leeds have got, Matt Pryor, Connie Harrell's there for the final season before he goes to St Helens. So not too bad. I like it, Fisk.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Tick of approval there. All right, Cal, give us a total.
Back to Manly Souths. I'm going over 44.5 at $1.85 over. And I've got some more stats to back this up.
Yes.
Manly have gone 17-9 in their last 26 games overs, 17 overs. Souths 15-10 overs. Souths have scored 32 points or more in 9 of their last 12 games. Manly have scored 18 plus in 12 of their last 15 games. Both top three attacking sides, plenty of points. Over 44.5 points.
Yeah, 44.5. Woohoo.
I'm with you. I had the same stats as well written down. They're just in there. In the book.
Just hold that up a little bit longer, please.
The exact same stats. I don't want to repeat it because we'll just make it go on, for too long. But they're the reasons I've got Manly and the Rabbits going over 44.5.
Weren't those the Delhi M points from 2007? Fisky, what's your total?
Yeah, mate. I said I liked the Storm, and I'm going to take a total points. Melbourne Storm over 24.5. I think Penrith are really going to struggle to crack this defensive line, and it might end up being 30-6 or something like that, which means the overall total will go under. But I do like Melbourne Storm total points over 24.5.
I'm going the Rabbitohs Seagulls game. I'm going under 44.5 match points. Head to head with Cal.
Didn't you hear the stats, mate?
The stats. Didn't you see Blake's book?
One thing that Wayne Bennett doesn't really care about are these stats. We will have this team primed, ready to go. They will tackle anything that moves. Manly will be lucky to get double digits. Under 44.5, the Rabbitohs Seagulls game.
It doesn't mean Souths can't score 40 by themselves.
Try scorer?
Uh,
Even if you want to go Super League Fisky, try scorer?
Yeah, well, I could run through them all, but I won't because I'm just going to go an old favourite. He's had a fortnight off. Interestingly, he said he's 95% fit, whatever that means. But I'll go the Fox as my try scorer. He's a big match player. I expect Melbourne to score a few points, and I think the Fox will grab one, maybe two. And just for the punters out there, he's $1.62 to score a try, $7 to get the first.
Cal?
Brandon Smith, 320. Scored 10 in his last 16 games. He scored against Penrith earlier in the season, their first game, I think round 2 or 3. And another little note in the game 2 or 3 weeks ago, Harry Grant actually scored out of dummy half against Penrith too. So maybe a little bit vulnerable around that ruck close to the line.
Yeah.
Blake?
I've gone to the try scoring champion of the season, Alex Johnson. I think he had the Ken Irvine medal this year for most tries. He's $1.57 to score any time. And I don't like the score 2 tries this weekend. Like I said, over 44 points. I think he'll dot down twice. It's $3.85. So not too bad for that either.
I'm going to head to the Storm Panthers game, and I'm going to take Justin Olam, who is going to score a try, maybe more, just to stick it up the NRL and those who didn't vote for him in the Dally M's. I think we'll see a big game from Justin, and it would not surprise me to see him score more than one. But 2 score a try, Justin Olam, 270 at this point. Have we got any promotions on these games on the weekend, Carl?
Yeah, I'm just checking now. Bonus bet, the NRL bonus bet is back. Place a pre-match winning team and margin bet on either of these 2 games. If your team wins, but you've selected the incorrect margin, you get a refund up to $50 as a bonus bet. So if you take Melbourne 1 to 12, they win by 13, you get a bonus bet back.
Nice.
Very nice. I think that's it for this week.
I think, Paul, before you wrap it up, it's probably a good chance to put your thinking caps on for the Clive Churchill Medal next week.
Yeah.
Kind of look who impresses this week, what positions historically go well. But I'm a little cat out of the bag. I've got my eye on Brandon Smith for that. I think this is his year.
And we've already got the markets out for the Clive Churchill, haven't we?
We do.
We do,
Yeah.
and I think he was sitting at around the $15 mark. So I just think he plays big minutes. He's just had a year where he's been on everyone's lips. And, look, I'm getting ahead of myself. They've got to win on Saturday night. So let's just worry about that.
Roger that.